Welcome to the news video. We are going to be doing a tier list on the new Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl fighters that are coming out since all of the movesets have essentially come out in the last few days. I think it would be fun to do a tier list to see what is going to be the best in my mind. Hopefully everybody will be broken like I think they will. All right, let's get into the tier list because I decided everybody. Who am I feeding for? Let's just go for somebody random. I think April O'Neil is going to be broken, probably A tier, because her mobility looks insane, and with her rating, her little meter, it just seems like it's gonna be insane for her. I don't really think that she's gonna be bad in any sense. She might be a B tier as well. I guess we'll have to see, but from seeing her dunk and seeing how hard she can chase and then come out with the blimp still, I think she's gonna be broken. Next, but not least in my mind, after seeing this video from Leffen and seeing this spooble combo, I don't even know how to say it, dude, because it just looks insane. All I can say is SpongeBob, from looking at him, he looks like he'd be fun to play, especially with the fact that you can also grab other people's projectiles and you can kind of defend yourself with your own projectiles and do other things. And dunk too, his dunks are kind of insane. After seeing how he can chain his nair a bunch, I think he's going to be insane. With that also being said, I also kind of think that the inferior version might be Sandy being in like A or B tier. I think Sandy might be like not as good as SpongeBob. And while we're on it, I think this Patrick is probably gonna be like a B or C because he kind of doesn't look like he has too much going for him. He seems like more of a grappler. He can't really do as much as I thought he could. Sandy can do almost essentially the same things that SpongeBob can, but with a little bit of a mix of their tail. And I think that'll give her the edge because she'll have range because she has the lasso and her stupid weird boot stuff that she does. Whereas Patrick is, I don't know, I think Patrick just has less than everybody else. He has cool, funny stuff, but I don't know if that'll put him in the A or S tier. I wanted to start off with who I might main, which is Cora. I think Cora is going to be somewhere B or A. I think she's going to be insane, but also I think she might be exploitable because she doesn't have range, essentially. She's just pretty much like a close-up fighter. She controls the elements in a funny way that I don't know if I can control. She seems like she's going to be doing a lot of stuff that is going to be insane for close combat, but it's going to be hard. She might get camped. We'll see how the movement is in the game, but I have a feeling that they're going to take you to like some FDs type stage. It's going to be really hard. Next, going on the avatars, last avatar, Aang himself. I think Aang is going to be broken to a certain degree, but I don't think he's gonna be the best in the game. He might be like better than a lot of the other characters, but only because like he has the mobility. He seems to be moving kind of crazy. From what I've seen, he can do kind of a lot of crazy stuff, and a lot of people are gonna be doing a lot of inventive things with him, as I'm gonna say, when he comes out. Aang is probably one of the ones that I don't know. I think he's gonna be a really strong character, but maybe his light attacks do him in, so he might be like a B tier. We'll see. I think people are saying Cora is not as good, but I think that Cora looks insane. She's like almost Falcon-esque. She has some stuff about her that I think is insane. We'll just have to see when they come out, but I think this is where they're going to be, I'm hoping. Next, we're going to go to Toph. I think Toph, dude, oh my god. I'm just going to say she's hype. I don't even care. I think she's hype. I want her to be good. And I'm like, just looking at her moveset, it got me hype. And hearing her get announced at all alongside these two is amazing. So I think that I hope, is going to be even better than them somehow. But it'd be cruel to see how that develops. I don't know how they also didn't put more than 2 of the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in. But I think that it's unobvious that Michelangelo is probably going to be a little bit worse than Leonardo. I think Leonardo actually might even be in the top tiers. I think he's above because of his range. I only think that he's above because of the fact that, like, I think he can actually be a problem. His down B is kind of insane where he, like, jumps backwards or whatever. That's going to get him out of situations a lot easier. He can just retaliate with his range. And on top of that, he also feels like, from looking at him, he'll be able to pressure you really hard. And he has, like, a link up B. That is kind of unmatched. It's kind of hard to figure out where they're going to be and when, you know? For Michelangelo, he's in B just because I think that he might be the inferior one. I guess we'll see, because you have to get a little bit closer and do a little bit more things with him. You kind of don't have as much freedom as Leonardo does. So we'll see how that goes. I hope I'm wrong. I want everybody to be broken. Somebody who's fresh in my mind still after seeing them in the last few days is Powdered Toast Man. He might be a meme, but he might be the top of the meme set. You know what I mean? Like, his nair is random. That makes no sense to me. Why would they give him a move that's random every time he uses it? But it's just fun. And they even said in their like showcase that he's sort of like a fun character. So I guess we'll see how that goes with him. If he's a shitpost character, I'm trying to play him because he has a shine. If anything, the shine would put him up in S tier. But the problem is I don't actually know how good he's going to be. He's probably going to be like maybe in the middle or bottom A tier. Maybe. But I'll say he's top of B. He's definitely like right outside of A, or he's top of B, I think. Because there's no way that he's going to be like, he's a joke character, right? Maybe he's going to be amazing. He has shine. I already know for 100% of the fact I'm going to be playing him because he has shine. But I don't know how good he's going to be, but I don't care. We're going to make him work. We're going to make him work so he feels like he's S tier. And with that said too, I want to go Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy, I kind of think they might be bad. I'm not gonna lie. They kind of seem like they might be a little slow. They have a projectile, I'm hoping I'm wrong about them, but they kind of seem a little more inferior than the other squad. Even though they have like have some range, they're dependent on each other, and you have to, it's all about timing with them, and their moves are kind of slower in that fact because they are a duo. I think they might even still be really good, maybe in the middle or top of B. But I think right now it's a safe bet for me to put them in C, just because I've seen their moveset and I looked it over a bunch of times, and I kind of feel if they're going to be slow, they might not stand a chance against somebody like even Powdered Toast Man. Powdered Toast Man might just run them over because he has shine and he's fast, you know? And another one who's fresh in my mind, Zim is going to be, dude, Zim's going to be the terror of the game. He's pretty much like a minion character where he throws out Gur, he can control Gur, Gur can jump or stand still, or if he smacks Gur, he'll turn the other way. And if Gur hits an opponent, he blows up. You can ledge trap with Gur, which is his neutral B. You can tell him to stop at the ledge, and then if they get up attack, they'll blow up. Like, he looks insane. Also, the fact that he's fighting with his spider legs the whole time is so sick. And on top of that, he has his little gnome, the little garden gnome that he throws out that does AoE damage. I can't wait to play as him. He's gonna be a terror. If anything, he might be the one that is gonna be the most annoying, maybe even the Meta Knight of Nickelodeon, because he can set up so many traps that I kind of feel like people are gonna do crazy stuff because they can dunk out of it. So I think people are gonna just do really optimized crazy stuff with him. And already we know how it was in the other Smash games, other projectile or other platform fighters, that it's kind of hard to get in on a character who can zone you out. Speaking of somebody I think is really cool, might be able to zone you in some form or be close up to you, I think it'd be cool to see Danny Phantom do good, but I kind of not sure. He might be B tier, or he might be like the end of A. Only reason I say that is because I think he's gonna be confusing and hard to use at first, but I think eventually people are gonna be able to ledge trap with down B and like do things with him that are crazy, but it's gonna be a bit of a development. I think people are gonna have to get used to him, and then he'll get better. I think that he seems broken to an extent in terms of what he can do, but he also maybe needs like that execution, so he might not be good, quote unquote, until later on in the game's lifespan, because you can edge cancel, platform cancel, because of the fact that one of his moves like drags you over there and you just slide off the platforms. He's so cool, but I think that you need to really optimize that, because what's the point of that? You do that for no reason, then you die. Moving on to another character that I think might have a shot at being good is Reptar. I don't know what it is with them using their tail so much and blowing fire, but like literally his headbutt looks so funny. A lot of his moves just look amazing. I might even just secondary him because he looks so fun to use. And also his range is kind of stupid, so I might be able to help him edge out to be at the edge of, or top of B, either top of B or at the edge of A. Next is going to be Helga. I think Helga has one of the most normal movesets I've seen. I don't think she'll be broken. I think she's going to be like better than Patrick, because her moves are interesting, they're good. And the thing about her that's going to be like crucial to know and understand is going to be her slingshot. Her slingshot and comboing with that is going to be like everything for a Helga player. If she hits you with her slingshot, the knockback hits you towards her, so she can just grab you, throw you back, shoot you again, or she can like shoot it twice and you get hit twice in a row back to her and she like does something else to you. So she's going to be able to control an area really well. I just think that's going to be coming down to the player. It's going to be mostly like Isabelle players in Smash where they're really good for how good the character is, you know. Next, Oblina. I kind of think Oblina's going to be broken, guys. Am I the only one feeling this way? Oblina's going to be broken just because I think she's so small. I think she's going to be one of the hardest characters to deal with because she is so small. Like, it's gonna be the Pichu effect, where like the character is so small that if you're a heavy or you're somebody big, like let's say Ren and Stimpy, how are you gonna deal with them because they're so small? And you have to aim at them. Like, I have a feeling like Reptar might barely miss like an Oblina recovering or something like that, you know. And I kind of think that's going to be the way it goes. Oblina just looks like they have a lot of moves at their disposal that is like insane. I might play Oblina, honestly. But for now, I think in the middle of A. CatDog, dude. Holy crap. CatDog. I want them to be S tier so bad, but I know that they're like around, they have to be like the bottom of A or like they're at the beginning of B. Solely because like they're a dynamic where you have to know which side you're facing, and on top of the dynamic, you have to know the right move to use at the right time. If you do not use the right move, you don't get a kill. That's literally like the problem. That'll be the bane of their existence, is that if you aren't used to using whichever form at the same time, you're gonna lose kills. So that's gonna be another character I think that's gonna develop like Danny Phantom, where the people who are playing them are gonna get really good as time goes on. So that's why I think he's gonna be bottom A tier. I wanted to be S tier because seeing the movement on the player who was playing them during like the showcase they're doing, oh my god, like they look insane. But I think the hairball kind of sucks, but the boomerang's good. The boomerang is really insane. I think that's what's gonna keep them around. I think that's also why I think they're so crazy, is that you have the boomerang capability and you have the hairball. Oh my god, let's go with Nigel. Dude, Nigel, he's gonna have the Jigglypuff effect. He has to be at least B tier. In my brain, he's at least B tier because of the fact that literally he has rest. He has to be like A tier, but I'm just like nervous because he's kind of slow, and I don't know if he would be A tier, but he's one of those characters where you can't count him out ever. If he has that setup into a rest, you will just die. Like he just snaps his thumb and he like points and you die. Like it's crazy. And the fact that it kills you, it can kill you at higher percents. It is a rest, and if you keep doing it to somebody, it's gonna get in their head that they're gonna die. Nigel has a lot of meme moves, and his recovery kind of isn't the best. That's probably why I put him there, because he doesn't have like as many jumps as Jigglypuff, but his rest is going to get him up there. He might even be A. Now we're going to go with the Louds. I think Lincoln is probably going to be at least like Ness worthy of annoyance. Like I think he's going to be super annoying because he's going to be able to hit you by the ledge, and he might even be able to like camp you on the ledge. It's going to be all about like making sure people can't come back from the ledge, and that's, I think this game's going to be really super about that, because if you can't recover, you just die, and if you keep recovering badly, you will die. And this game seems to punish you very, very harsh for that. I think Lincoln's yo-yo move is really sick. I think all of his moves together as a unified moveset are really cool. I think that he's probably going to be an annoying character to fight 100%, and I think that's going to be insane. Lucy, I think Lucy is also around here. I think that she is going to be insane. Her different like her vampire and her ghost stuff are going to be insane. All the moves that she does I think are really cool, but I don't know how she'll be. So from looking at how she was fighting CatDog, her range seems really small, like super small range, and seeing her in action, it's like she can get jab resets a lot, but I don't know what they move into, you know? The grabs, I didn't really look at them a bunch to see what areas they get thrown to, if they can do like upper forward throw. But I think that the ledge camping is going to be really important, so I think a lot of these characters are going to either suffer or they're going to be good at it. It depends on if the players playing them are good, but I kind of think in a general sense, because they're all good, and maybe there are no bad characters, you know? Maybe there are none. I think that Powder Toast Man and Nigel might be contenders for the worst ones, just because they're meme characters in a sense. And I think that Ren and Stimpy, just because they were told to be slow, is the only reason why I would think that they might be not good. That's kind of like my thought process has been, because I think if they're going to be fast, if they're going to be anything faster than these characters up here, like all these characters who are going to be able to like keep you out forever, whereas these characters in the lower ranges where B and C, I feel like they're going to get camped out. I think in S and A, they all have something about them that makes them unique and hard to deal with as a group of like characters. Like Zim is going to be hard to deal with no matter what. So SpongeBob might be hard to deal with because of his bubble and everything else he does. There's just a lot of things. And with how fast everybody moves with wave dash and being in the game, you kind of can't count anyone out. There's no Bowser like bad character, like melee Bowser bad I've seen yet. Like maybe the DLC will have like somebody broken where like they're all definitively S tier. But until then, I guess we'll keep speculating because the game comes out soon. And I'm super excited. All right, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know where you guys would put who, where, and what character is your favorite and who you're gonna main. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Ooh. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Goddamn, let's see more from me. Look at these videos here. Wow, subscribe and take care of yourself. Love you. Omega Man out. Ooh.